Johnny Kaput. I gather the electric pump does away with the wobble pump.
Hello Johnny, yes it does indeed. Is this your first time on my stream?
Johnny Kaput. No.
Okay, I kind of half recognise the name, but not properly. When was the last time you joined me? Long time ago?
Johnny Kaput. Stopped by when you were testing stream the other day.
Oh right, did you speak to me or did you just watch?
Johnny Kaput. Then before that when I commented on the slider use on throttle for brake.
Yes, okay. I remember the sort of I couldn't remember she said in kaput, but I'm sure it means kaput. Is it Johnny Kaput?
Johnny Kaput. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I'm guessing that I got as far as flying when you watched, or was it only just milling about and not really doing anything because I was testing? I was having troubles with the connection, which I believe they've sorted out. This was an issue that affected our area, small area. And I'm hoping and believing that they've sorted it out.
Johnny Kaput. You were playing back a video on stream.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, this. Okay. So that was a live playback. Well, this is a live. Okay. So let's see what sort of mess I can make of this. It's very easy to make a mess of taking off in a spit.
Johnny Kaput. Before that you were fly with someone.
Yeah. Yeah. That was possibly a while ago. Yeah, flying with Laxor and I can't remember who else. Right, I'm going to take off, stick back full right ailer and throttle up, dance on the pedals, and away we go, hopefully. Break off, so nose over. Gear going up. Whereabouts on the planet are you, Johnny? Control. Okay. I don't remember getting that information before.
John I. Capat. Born in Scotland, moved here 10 years ago.
Ah, no, yeah, that rings a bell. I'm sure I must have come across that before. That rings a bell. Crikey, I've got them all. No, I missed the second one. I think I might be getting an issue. I might have to restart this mission, or no, reselect an aircraft, come back in, because you notice as I move my stick it's juddering, and I don't think that's just a graphical thing, because I think it's actually happening on the elevator as well. Hold on. Very difficult to do it like this. When I was on the ground, I did notice that the elevator was also juddering about. So I think it is actually affecting the flight. Yeah, it is affecting the flight. It will suddenly dart up or dart down. Normally I think it's the up that I'm noticing it most. Crikey, I got 5 on that occasion. That was quite nice for the road hit.
John I. Capat. Have you thought about a more natural position mount for the stick and throttle instead of being on table /desk?
No, it's because this is not just a flight area, it's a computer area, so I like to keep it available to all, and I'm used to it a bit like this, so it's okay.
John I. Capat.
So I think I'm going to land and, well, hopefully land, jump into another aircraft and see if I still get the issue of the stick wobbling. I mean, look at that jolting. And I think that is actually translating to the elevator. It's not just a graphical thing, I don't think. I am getting a not very nice effect as I'm flying.
John I Capat. Are you in stable or beta?
This is on beta. So if this is juddering, it might make landing a bit more precarious than it normally would be if it's actually juddering the tail, the elevator, and I think it is. It's just not feeling right. So I'll see if I can land, and I'll come back in, see if that changes it. See, it nosed up and it sort of jolted up. It didn't smoothly come up, which means it isn't acting as soon as I move the stick. It's acting more so slightly afterwards, if you know what I mean. It's sort of catching up. Okay, gear down. And flat. Oh, it's definitely jolting up and down. It's not flying smoothly. Whoa, that was close. No, this is definitely not working. It almost sounds like I've got a blown tyre. Maybe that's because my sort of my runway sounds unnoticeable. Let's take a look. No, tyre's not blown. Put those flaps up. Okay, well I'll stop the engine, but I'm not going to taxi all the way back there just to change my aircraft. Okay, I've done the polite thing and stopped the engine, so I'll get a new aircraft and see if that... Look at it, I mean look. And if I look at from on the outside, it's doing the same. And I think that's not just graphical. It does it a bit going down, but not so much.
Yeah, that won't help.
But that's what I was fighting just then, when it was suddenly like it wasn't responding, and then all of a sudden it over-responded. So I'll jump out, get a new aircraft, and see if that solves it. I don't normally... I mean, I've had this before, but not that noticeable, I don't think. So let's just jump out and get new aircraft. I don't think it's going to change somehow. I think it's going to be the same. Yeah, look. I don't know what's causing that. I don't therefore know how to overcome it.
Johnny Kaput. Could it be double bound in key settings? Johnny Kaput. After patch DCS does strange things.
Okay, that's a very valid point actually. Let's just quickly check before I go any further whether I've got a double binding. The thing about this is that DCS creates a virtual joystick. When you look at the controls, you see combined, and you see, well, not always, but sometimes you also see joystick and throttle. So there's joystick, throttle and combined. And if there's something on that combined, at the moment I should be seeing throttle and stick separately, but if there's something on combined, or if the pedals are somehow affecting it, maybe the rudder pedals, I don't see why, but let's have a look. I just had a message from Laxor, who I fly with, and he said, did I take the update? And I said I didn't notice there was one, so maybe I was in just before it was available. But he said it's a 20 gig update. Jeez, that's going to take a while. I haven't taken that, and I need to. So I'll be dropping out soon after I've looked at this. I'm going to probably drop out and get the update.
Johnny Kaput. 2.7.7 for me. Johnny Kaput. I didn't see a update today.
Okay, I'll take a look. Maybe it's just that I've got an update that Laxor hasn't got, but 20 gig, that's a big update, isn't it? So I don't remember taking a big update recently. This must have come in, I think, after I started tonight.
Johnny Kaput. Maybe stable update.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know, because Laxor uses the beta, but he's got an update of 20 gig. Okay, so the only thing that's affecting the stick is the joystick itself, which is there and all okay, and this one is the combined, but in theory it shouldn't matter. It's the way I would normally have had it in the past. Combined stick, where's the throttle? Oh yeah, it is there, right. So combined throttle and further over stick. Okay, so everything as far as I'm concerned should be okay. It's not a double mapping. I can't see why it's doing it. I've just had a ding, so something else has come in for me to look at. So I don't know what, I'm not seeing any. Oh, it's probably a text or something. If it is, it'll be junk, I suppose, because I don't normally get text. Okay, let's get rid of this. I'm going to actually drop DCS now then. So I might catch you later, Johnny. So I'm going to stop the stream while I do that. I'll jump out of DCS and open it up again and see if it pulls up an update. I noticed there's 2 people at the moment on Twitch, So one of them's Johnny Kaput. With the
Johnny
other...
Kaput. Okay, take care how you get it fixed.
Yeah, I'd like to know... apparently there's someone else watching
Johnny
from
Kaput.
Twitch.
Hope.
Yeah, hope so. Oh, hope you get it fixed. Okay, yeah, I get that. Okay, so the other person who's watching, would you like to stick an OK or something on the chat for me, just so that I can see that you're there? Because I am going to close the stream very soon while I see if there's an update for me to take. If there is an update, it could be a long one. I'll give it a little while for the other person to stick a message on the chat. I'll have a sup on the Guinness in the meantime. Okay, so I'm getting the message that the other viewer either doesn't want to or perhaps actually can't at the moment put a message on the chat. So as much as it hurts me...
Hello.
Oh, Catertown. So that you're the other viewer, Catertown. I don't know your name, Catertown. So have you watched my stream before?
Catertown. No.
Oh, well, I'm a bit loath to just drop out. If this is your first viewing, I'm a bit loath to drop out. This is DCS. This is a Spitfire LF Mark 9. And I'm getting some issues. If you watch the stick, if you've already noticed it, look, it's jolting, but it is translating also to the elevator itself.
Catertown. That's fine, in browsing.
Now you see how the elevator is twitching around there. That is actually translating into the flight itself, which is making it not very manageable. I mean, I did it, I took off and I landed and I managed to hit a lot of targets, but it's not flying right. It's just not flying right. So are you going to stick around for a little while, Catertown? If you are, I'll take off. If you're browsing and passing through, then I would do what I said I was going to do and close the stream. And hang on a minute, this is only one viewer, so perhaps Catertown's gone already.
Catertown. Just passing, ill follow though.
Oh, okay. It's showing there's only one viewer, so perhaps perhaps Johnny's gone. Okay. Well, would you like me to explain what I'm doing, Catertown, in terms of the startup of the split? Would you like me to explain it, or just do it? It's up to you.
Johnny Kaput. Now I'm here, lol.
Well, you're still there. It's only showing one person, but there you are. Those figures that it shows me are obviously rubbish. So, Catertown, do you want me to talk it or just do it?
Catertown. Rather up to you, sure, feel free.
Okay. But I'll just say what I'm doing without too much explanation. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure my parking brake is on and make sure my prop pitch is fully fine before I start. Then I'm going to turn my panel lights on, open the covers that cover up the booster and starter buttons, and turn the magnetos on. I've then got to turn on my fuel, turn on the fuel pump, then I can prime it and start it. So if you remember all that, that's basically what I'm going to do now.
K to town. I have the free game with Mustang and some Russian jet.
Oh yeah, that's the SU-25, is it? Something like that. That's not cockpit clickable though, is it, that one? Which is a pity. Though, it doesn't matter to me because I don't fly jets. Jets don't do it for me.
K to town. IDK.
No, it doesn't have a clickable cockpit, that SU-25. So you know everything has got to be done on keys, etc. So it's less friendly. And say it's a jet anyway. So for me, I'm not really going to fly it. I have done it when you get the free try.
The 51P is a good module for free.
Yes, the 51 is excellent. It's got no guns, but it's excellent. Yeah, I think so too. So yeah, I have done the when they put them up for free. I've done a few other aircraft, such as the Harrier. That was a bit of fun. Although it's a jet, it's a bit of fun. But I'm definitely a piston engine guy. I like pistons and propellers. I like them. So okay, let's see about starting the Spitfire. Need to prime it. Okay, I should be able to start it now. I'll set my altimeter, my nose down and my rudder trim. Set nose down to about 1/3 of a division. And some rudder trim. Okay, that's good enough to get going. So once again, Catertown, if you're not aware, on a Spitfire, if you want to turn left, you give it left rudder and apply some brake. Now Laxor's asking me if I'm going to get the update. I'm going to break off for a second, just a short time, and let him know. Okay, so yeah, so to turn left is left rudder and brake off to allow me to move, bring the throttle up to give about 14 or 1500 RPM, at the same time give it some left rudder and some brake. It's not a comfortable manoeuvre, it really isn't. I'll explain now that when I take off, it's full stick back, full right aileron, throttle up, dancing on the pedals, and then gradually letting it stick forward, and then once it lifts off, gear up, adjust the trim to give a nose up of 1 division, and then set my RPM on top right hand gauge to 2700, close the canopy.
John I Caput 10/20/2020 DCS 2.7.7.14727 open beta. That's last update I see.
Okay, well I'll see what happens when I'll go out. Well, I'll do this, perhaps go and beat up a few more targets if there are some, just for the sake of I've forgotten the other guy's name now, because my window is only, my chat window is only very small, so that it doesn't cover too much screen. Okay, final check. About a third of a division nose down. I've got my rudder trim, so stick back, full right aileron, dance on the rudder pedals to take off, gradually increase the throttle, let the stick gradually come forward as I'm taking off, and once I'm airborne, gear up, adjust my trim to give 1 division of nose up, and then adjust my prop pitch to give 2700 revs, and close the canopy. So here we go. Brake off. Throttle up. Well, that was a terrible takeoff, but we were airborne. Gear up. Oh, and that elevator really is noticing. I'm fighting it. Sight is on, guns are armed, so if there's something for me to shoot at, come back and land, and then I'll see if I can get that update. I don't know how long that will take. Oh, actually those ones that I destroyed before, they actually respawn, those ones, so I can go for the same ones again. But with this elevator misbehaving, I'm not sure how well this is going to go. No, I hit the ground. Get away with at least a landing. Gears down. Flaps are down.
Cater Town. Startled smiley.
You see, I'm fighting this elevator, I really am, because it's not behaving properly at all. Oh dear, okay. Let's jump out. It's not letting me walk, probably because I'm upside down. Never mind. Okay, right chaps, I'm gonna close the stream and see about getting that update. Don't know what just exploded. What did I hit? Did I hit some stuff? Oh yeah, probably one of the trucks blowing up. Okay, thanks for being there, folks, and I'm going to hopefully get the update and hopefully catch you again in however long it takes to get the update. Okay,